Hello, hello, hello. Today's video from Amber is opening up about my relationship with Tommy. Just like she opens up her mouth for Tommy because Tommy feeds her. Foster care and the T on reaction channels, part 4. Sav is here again. Say hello.
Hi.
So we are going to be going after reaction channels again. If you don't remember in part 3, she destroyed Jordy. Jordy got absolutely butt fucked. She told him that the worst things possible, like he plays World of Warcraft, which I didn't know people made fun of people for that still. Last time I heard someone bring that up as an insult was like 2006. And that he lives in his mother's basement. Which, I mean, good for him for not being kicked out by his mom, unlike some people. That might be the reason why she's so upset about it.
Do we even know if that's true?
No, we don't. I actually watched his stream about it, and he said, yeah, I've never said anything about my living situation or anything. He said, like, he's shown his friends sometimes, but he's never talked about his living situation, though. Remember, AMBERLYNN did pay to get his information.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But an even bigger thing is, remember that when Amber was Jordy's age, her girlfriend's parents were paying her way.
Yep.
So
yeah,
that
she was
is
unemployed, not in college, not driving, not doing literally anything. And her girlfriend's parents paid for her to live there.
And Jordy, on the other hand, does have a college degree. From like Arizona or something. So a reputable college, a very good college. And yeah, I don't know what he does for work or anything, or if what he was doing for work before this, but he is about 10 times better off than Amber. Because if Amber goes away and neither of them are able to make content, well, I have bad news for Amber. She can't get a job anywhere. She has no higher education. She's never learned any trade. She doesn't have any skills.
No
She'll literally
experience?
no experience.
And your gap on her resume?
Yep. She will just be living off a disability. Meanwhile, Jordy will go do something with his college degree. So not really the own she thought it was.
He probably works a job right now. He only streams a few hours a few times a week at nighttime.
Yeah. So, and I mean, he looks like he makes a lot of money on the stream, so I think he is a lot smarter than Amber, and he is probably, putting some of that away. So he is in a very good position, unlike the lady sitting on the chair right there. Okay, so this is part 4. This is the finale. The season finale we've all been waiting for.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So this is the final part in the 4-part series where you guys have asked me 100 questions and I answered 25 in each video. So things kind of got
Do you think she did the math herself? Or do you think she had to use a calculator or ChatGPT?
heated, I'm not gonna lie. Part 4, like who knows what's gonna happen. So as a disclaimer, I just feel
Things got heated, aka you made fun of Jordy for playing World of Warcraft. That's so heated, dude. She absolutely destroyed him.
I need to say this because I don't know if you guys have seen the other 3 parts, but if you haven't, you definitely should. The reason why I'm doing this is because for the next 10 days, I am going to be kind of busy and I'm not really going to have time to edit, but I am going to be filming, so don't worry about that. And I wanted to keep my promise and upload every other day for you guys.
By the way, I think I asked you if we knew Emily was going. I do recall Emily posting on, she posted on Instagram something about how she's gonna see you in a few days to Amber, like a week ago or something. So Emily is there. That is most likely the reason. Amber's videos are 15 minutes. Why? I still don't understand why she can't edit. She says she edits on the toilet, so why can't she just edit on the toilet when Emily's there? It doesn't really make any sense. She doesn't vlog when Emily's there. You would think that would be a lot of great vlog footage, and what she says is that, oh, I want to be in the moment. Well, your vlogs are like, they barely hit 8 minutes usually, so you can still be in the moment, I promise you, and get 8 minutes footage every like 2 days.
guys. So in order to do that, sometimes I have to pre-film. So let's get into it. What is the update on the BPD therapist for you? So I was going to see a BPD therapist when I was in Wisconsin, but they were located in Wisconsin.
Okay.
And I was wasn't thinking at the time, and I do not live in Wisconsin.
Okay, wait a second. So Amber was definitely planning on just staying there, right?
Must have been,
Because
and then that fell through or something. So
Amber,
then, why would you research? You're gonna go on a vacation and research a therapist in the place you're on vacation in?
In her words, it's because she was just stupid and she forgot she doesn't live in Wisconsin. Amber may be one of the dumbest people I've ever seen, and even she is not dumb enough for that. Absolutely, she was planning on just living there, I guess, and then she came back. Unlike, I disagree with anyone that says that like Tommy kicked her out or anything, or that some people still think they broke up, which absolutely did not happen.
I agree as well. But I agree with you.
Yeah, but I do believe Amber when she said that the reason she left was because she had stuff to do, because regardless of how stupid she is, first, she had told us that her mom was begging her to come. I don't think she really cares about her mom that much, but still, that's a factor. And two, she owns property in Oklahoma, and everything she owns is there. So I do think she had a good reason to come back. But I think that definitely shows that she was not planning on coming back.
Yep.
I live in Oklahoma, so now I have to re-find someone. That's literally the update. Will you consider doing...
How long has she been back? Like 2 months? Or she came back at...
No, she came back right before Christmas, December. So not even a month. She came back earlier, I think, like the very beginning of December. I think I could be wrong. You could be right. But she's been back like a month. So, yeah, she's had an entire... like 25, 30 days to look for a psychiatrist, and she has not done that.
Daily weigh-ins for YouTube again. I don't think that I'll ever do daily weigh-ins on YouTube again, but for myself, yes. Will I give you guys weigh-ins eventually once I start semaglutide? Yes. Am I nervous? Yes. But is it gonna happen?
What's our final guess? I'm going 5.
We're gonna say 540.
I was gonna say that.
I think
that's
that's being kind, to be honest with you. I think it's probably gonna be higher, but I don't want to be a massive fool when it comes out and it's not as high.
Yeah, I'll say 535.
Happened, it is. I'm not sure how frequent I'm gonna do these weigh-ins, but they're definitely gonna be here. When was the last time you spoke to your brothers or dad? So I don't speak to my dad by choice. I love him dearly, and that comes unconditional. But I do get updates on him because I do worry about him. But the last time I talked to him was probably like a year and a half ago. One of my brothers I messaged just like a week ago, and the other one was probably like 2 weeks ago.
Which one? Was it the one that skipped jail?
I was gonna say, which did he call you from his bunker that he's hiding out in?
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Oh, sorry, come on, this bullshit
like
again.
2 weeks ago. Tommy's calling. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys.
My God.
So yeah, the last time I spoke to my dad was a year and a half ago, and brothers is like 2 weeks. How tall are you? So I'm 5'3", and every single time I meet a subscriber, okay, I'm not gonna say every single time. See, me and Absolute,
she's not a Sith anymore.
We just like are best friends or something.
Okay, Queen.
A lot of the time when I meet subscribers, people are like, "Oh my God, like you are so much shorter than I thought you were."
You know what?
Yeah, she's shocking to see though, because we've seen those full body shots of her like next to buildings or on a sidewalk or on an object, and she is shocking to see in person because she's not only so big, but she's also so short.
I was going to say, probably the reason is that I'm trying to imagine AMBERLYNN. I'm to the side. I'm trying to imagine AMBERLYNN in front of me. I can only imagine her at like eye level, trying to imagine that. So she would be like, I don't know, like a couple of inches shorter than me. So I'm like putting my hand down like 5 inches. I cannot imagine someone as big as her, like that short. Like that's insane. She's like I don't know, an Oompa Loompa. That's an insult to Oompa Loompas. They're not that rotund. She's like a giant ball, basically, right? That's crazy. That's why everyone's shocked. Because it's hard to imagine someone that short being that big.
For some reason, a lot of people online think I'm like 5'7", 5'8". No, I say I'm
that's the only way I can see her.
2.5.
I can only see her as like 5'7", 5'8".
That you haven't done before. So I thought of this idea because of all the fan art that you guys have been sending me, like the whole time I've been on YouTube. But then like me finally showing it to my audience was so fun that I thought of an idea. I kind of want to have like a little contest where people are competing.
A fan art contest.
I'm the judge, and there will be a cash prize.
Holy shit, she's literally
Captain Alex. Into like the logistics of it all. And all that, but it's an idea that I'm having, and I really think it would be.
Is the deadline going to be Mario Day too, girl?
There's going to be so many troll submissions. Jordy's going to get in there again somehow.
25. For sure. So I'm just putting that out there.
Nails.
There might be a little competition starting soon. Obviously, I will definitely keep you guys updated. You've faced a lot of hate online over the years. Do you ever feel like you deserved some of it, or is there a part of you that feels completely misunderstood? No. I do not think I have done anything that deserves downright hatred.
Sure, girl.
Okay.
Criticism? Yes.
What about the whole rape thing? Is that not... Okay, whatever.
Critique? Yes. Opinions? Yes. Go for it all day. But stalking? No. Harassment? No. Bullying? No. Hate? No. Do I feel misunderstood? Yes. All of the time. Because I will literally say something, do something that has one meaning and one explanation, but somehow once it's put on YouTube and everyone watches it and the reaction channels and everyone comments on it, and it becomes something completely different. And I'm like, what just happened? That's like a big misunderstanding.
The thing is, there's something like inherent about being on the internet. When you have any kind of following, you're going to have people that nitpick everything you say. And people are going to dislike things that you say no matter what once you get to a certain point. But she can't, I don't know how she doesn't see that it happens every single time she does anything.
Yeah.
That people are even able to pick it apart, you know?
Yeah.
Like, at some point you would think that you can't possibly do every single thing wrong. And that's where you need to self-reflect a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do feel misunderstood. And I know that's like a cliche thing that people say, but like
she's just misunderstood.
Don't feel like people understand me.
Isn't it weird how so right before this, Alexis came on showing her last conversation with Amber, and then Amber in it has said that she's lost like a bunch of friends. Isn't it weird that it's not
all
just
for the same reasons? Yeah.
Isn't it weird that it's not just everyone on the internet hates you? Isn't it weird that everyone in your life also hates you?
Mm-hmm.
Would you not? Does she not think at some point like, okay, Eric and Ricky left me, Abby left me, now Alexis?
Yeah, and they're not people that know each other or talk
or
even really have anything in common. So it's not just that you had like one shitty friend group or something.
Yeah. No, all those people.
No self-reflection.
Everyone hates you on the internet. Everyone that actually knows you hates you.
Yep.
Or did Eric and Ricky get fooled by the online hate? Is that what happened? No, absolutely. It's that you suck, dude.
What exactly is your foster care timeline? Because we are all so confused. It does sound confusing because I was in foster care from the ages of 8 to 18. I was ward of the state. And I know you guys hear me talk a lot about, well, when I was younger, my parents, my dad, my this, my that, my grandma. And then you guys go, but wait a minute, I thought you were in foster care. So let me explain. So I was 8 years old when I was first taken from my parents. That is when I became ward of the state. In and out of foster homes, shelters, and group homes. I was 13 years old when they made the decision, okay, we're going to give your parents a chance. It's going to be considered a trial. You're going to live with them. You're still going to be ward of the state, but you're going to live with them and see how they do as parents. That lasted a year and a half. I was then taken again out of my parents' home at 15 and put back and forth, bouncing around. So from 8 to 18, I lived with my parents for a year and a half of that time. But during all this other time,
nails.
When I was in foster homes, group homes,
like this is
shelters,
such a serious and like really sad thing for her to talk about, that she's fucking like punctuating it with a little nail clip. It pisses me off because actually, you know what? Maybe I'm maybe I'm just a sucker, but this is really sad. Like, that's horrible.
It is really
I don't
sad.
know. I think that's horrible. It's terrible. I can't, like, that's awful. I don't feel like any kid should go through that. Like, especially the back and forth. Like, that's traumatic as fuck. Going back and forth between your parents and all these other places, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
That really sucks. And no wonder she's so fucked up. But at the same time, there are a lot of people with similar stories who overcome things like this and don't abuse other people in their lives. You would think, if anything, it would teach her empathy further and she would be like a better person for it. But no, she's a massive piece of shit. She gained nothing from it. No perspective, no empathy, absolutely nothing.
The only reason that when she here, because she's at some point this is going to end up with a sympathy ploy, right? At the end, she's going to say something about how no, she's going to make something up, or not make something up, but she's going to be looking for sympathy. And the only reason I don't care is because, yeah, she sucks. Like,
yeah, she's terrible.
Yeah, that is really bad. But I don't know. In 2024, or 2025.
Well, and how old is she? She's old now.
34
no,
now.
It's been a very long time. Like, she's done nothing to fix anything.
Yeah. If she does not end this with like, and that's just why I'm always acting the way I do, then I will apologize for saying I don't care. But if she ends it with that, I will once again say I don't care. So let's see.
Visitation always changed depending on my age, how my parents was doing, where I was living. Sometimes we were only able to be in like this tiny little room with supervision. Then as I got a little older, all of a sudden my dad was allowed to pick me up. My mom was allowed to pick me up. They were allowed to take me for the day, or they could take me for a couple hours. Like, it was always different. But for the most important times of my life, the first 8 years, I was in.
Oh, here we go.
Brutal. And then at
the most important time of my life,
for a decade, I never knew safety. I never knew home. I was always with strangers, shelters, group homes. I never even knew that actually while living with my parents. I never knew safety. I never knew warmth. Like, those years are detrimental to a human. And the trauma of my childhood and my teenage years, like, it broke me.
Here it is.
And
this is why I am the way I am.
Having to fix something I didn't break.
The question was, what's the timeline? Not all of this.
Yeah.
Like, really.
That kind of went somewhere else. It's hard for me to talk about my foster care experience.
Yeah, because you can't miss an opportunity to be a victim, right?
Yeah.
It is so painful and real. Like, it's the realest thing that's like ever happened to me. But it's touchable to you guys. And the best way for me to explain that is, like, I know there's a lot of you who are watching and care about me and love me, so this isn't directed towards you. There's a big portion of people who watch me who really strongly dislike me and twist everything that I say and call me a liar, etc., etc. I'm afraid for those people to touch that, to touch my foster care experience, because it's something that has transformed my whole life.
Talking about the haters again.
34-year-old woman. I don't want the haters to touch that.
Oh, great.
To twist that, to turn it into something that it's not. And I think that's why, like, I always just in passing mention foster care. I've never, ever gone into detail of what my life was like truly as a child in foster care or out of foster care. Like, I have never gone into detail. I've done like in passing communications about it, but nothing true and deep, because I'm afraid. I am. Were you high filming the pizza and Doritos?
All right, so yeah, we ended
oh my god, and then we're just jumping right into a question about fucking drugs and binging. You hear that?
Yeah.
Afraid.
Great.
I'm afraid. I am. Were you high filming the pizza and Doritos viral video? Yes.
What a transition.
I had smoked a lot of Delta 8.
Oh my god.
Is there anything that you're
like? Why is she so happy about it? She wants to be like a stoner so much.
She loves it. Yeah, I just got some munchies. Girl, you're 500 pounds.
I had
a lot. It's not cute and dainty to get some little munchies when you're 500 pounds. It's horrible.
Look at her.
Yep.
She has had a little bit of the munchies. That's all. She was just smoking that Kush.
Oh God.
That OG dank.
but not even.
Anything that you're keeping from us? Of course, every single YouTuber is keeping something from you. I promise. What state did you grow up in? Because you remind me of the girls I met in California, especially in the way that you talk.
Don't tell her that.
Hello.
Oh my God.
There's so many things, you guys. There's so many things she says and does and says, oh, it's just because of where I grew up, California. Well, guess what, guys? The squid here that you're listening to,
true and
he
honest
also grew up in California. And
never know nothing else.
He does not talk anything like how AMBERLYNN talks. Thank God, by the way.
None of the stuff she said, like she said, she picks her legs up when she goes over a train track because she's from California. And I've never heard about that. She just says stuff constantly. And how old was she when she moved out of California? Was she in California all the time until she moved to Arizona?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a pretty long time, but still.
She lived in Oklahoma very briefly, but I think she was like pretty old already, like maybe like 17 or 18 when she moved to Oklahoma. Yeah. So,
Well, you hit the nail on the head because I actually grew up in California.
True and honest California
girl. The time where you're like growing and you're learning everything, I still have so much California in me. I left California when I was 18. And it's like since then I have lived in so many different places and I have learned and experienced different things and different
Remember her southern accent?
Yeah, I do remember her southern accent. What happened to that? It just kind of went away. Weird.
This and that because I'm very much the type of person I sometimes like mimic accents.
Oh,
and I know
my God.
Sometimes
she's constantly doing it. No matter, just depends on who her girlfriend is at the time. Pretty sure she's going to be talking like a Wisconsin lady.
I was going to say, I remember she started talking like a black girl because she had a black girlfriend. That was a fucking weird era.
That was very weird. Remember, just like a couple of years before she started seeing Jade, somebody asked the question on like I don't know, on Instagram or something. Amber, we been you I don't know, gained weight or something. Amber, we been new? I don't know what that means. Maybe you should learn how to speak English.
Yeah, maybe you should learn English.
She starts dating.
Like, what does that even mean? I don't even understand what that means.
Yeah, she starts dating Jade. All of a sudden, Amber is saying, "We been new. We been new." So, and it's not just that; it's like 1,000 other things. With Jade and with just with everyone else.
A lot of people can do that, and it is very much a thing that people do, even without even realizing it. But one accent has always stuck with me, and that's obviously where I was raised.
Where?
California, because that's truly what's in my heart, and I miss it there so much. Like,
please, we do not need you here. Please stay out. Or if you're gonna come back, please at least go back to Northern California.
California is everything to me. Does the hate online towards Tommy reflect your relationship at all? It did in the beginning, and we almost like indefinitely broke up. Like, it was almost over for real, for real. It was scary.
They almost broke up. They did break up.
No, remember, they pretended to break up.
No, but Amber told us that they broke up, and then people were like, no, you didn't actually break up. And then Amber was like, no, guys, really, we really did break up.
I'm pretty sure she said she was lying, though.
Did she say she was lying?
Yeah.
I don't remember that, but...
Just to get people off her ass.
I'll take your word for it.
It was sad. It was vicious. Like, I felt...
So what...
I'm pretty sure her and Tommy just took like a 1-day break from talking because of the haters. Because Amber's like, oh, I can't do this. And then they decided to not let the haters get in the way of their love, and they carried on.
Yeah, and what's the hate and the rumors that was going on? That it was literally just pictures of Tommy that she posted on the internet. That was it. There's nobody was talking about like...
I'm pretty sure the Spanx Beluga thing was also going on at the time.
The Spank, well, that's also something that she posted on the internet. So I don't understand how, if Emily wasn't the one that was fucking up, then how would that like affect your relationship, right? Like, if people, they're saying that the hate on the internet is what caused problems, but it's not the hate on the internet. It's what Emily was doing.
Well, that's how she copes, though. That's how she rationalizes it.
Yeah.
Emily was getting too much hate. Well, why was she getting hate? Well, that's not what matters. It's the fact that she was getting hate.
Yeah.
Horrific, like genuinely, for her and for myself. Like, she had never ever experienced something like that, and her mental health got so bad.
Poor
yeah,
baby.
she threatened to kill herself. Remember?
Yeah, she said that she was going to kill herself so that she could be with her ex Colleen in heaven, rather than being rather than being with Amber,
alive with Amber.
I'm
so miserable over the online hate that your haters are bringing me, that I'm gonna kill myself so I can be happy in the afterlife,
with
so
my
to
ex.
speak.
Yeah,
with my ex who I killed also.
Yeah.
Insane thing to say to someone.
Emily and Amber have been together for quite a while now. It still is not a year since Colleen died. Just an FYI, think about how long they've been together. Colleen still hasn't been dead for a year. And it will still be several months until she has.
Genuinely worried me.
God. Do you think... I wonder if, like, on the year anniversary, do you think Emily's gonna, like, have a meltdown on Amber?
Or something?
Yeah. Oh. Do you think Amber is insane enough to be jealous over a dead lady?
Oh, are you kidding me? Of course she is.
Yeah.
That's not even a question in my mind. Yeah.
Also, sorry if you guys can hear banging in the background. The Santa Ana winds are hitting hard, and it's horrible over here. There's just banging stuff all against the walls and the windows and such. So you might hear something.
We chose love, and we chose happiness.
We chose love. We chose happiness. Shut the fuck up.
Do that.
She's acting like they're getting hated on for being gay or something.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like, you guys just didn't want to see a beautiful lesbian couple succeed. When in reality, it was like, hey, this girl's fiance just died, and she was already messaging other people, Spanx Beluga, and then also why are there pictures of her under a big girl's belly, and then the captions are like, my favorite place to be. This is where you belong, under my stomach. Huh. But no, they persevered through that, and they chose love instead of listening to people laughing at the fact that she was sitting under people's stomachs and she has a crushing fetish. That's beautiful.
That's so beautiful.
Love wins.
Minus how many people want to tear us apart. What is something that...
Oh my God, this fucking idiot.
Currently looking forward to. Tommy's actually coming to visit me, and I am so freaking excited. You have no idea. Okay. Are you going to get your pets microchipped? Like, I never in a million years thought something would happen to my babies like that.
So the answer is no.
So yeah, the
answer is going to be no. If the answer was yes, she would have just said yes.
Like, I genuinely didn't. Like, it feels like a freak accident. But I saw...
It wasn't a freak accident. You left the door open and you didn't get the microchip. You took them all the way across the country without a collar. I'll tell you that if I was taking my cat across the country, or whenever we take him to the vet, he wears a collar because that, he has a better chance of like running away. He's an indoor cat, but I mean, if you take them somewhere, you want to have that security, just knowing. And the fact that they were not even microchipped is insane.
Look, accidents happen, and I should have.
So the answer is no. The answer is no.
Yeah.
Okay. But yes, I am. What kind of accident?
Wait, hold on.
Okay, girl.
Hold on.
So freaking excited, you have no idea. Are you going to get your pets microchipped?
Are you going to get them microchipped? Yes, I am. So she still hasn't. And we all know, have we just not seen with the therapist? She said she was going to get a therapist a couple of months ago, and she still hasn't. So basically, the pets are never getting microchipped. Twinkie could get lost, and we'll never find her because Amber's too fucking lazy and stupid to go get the microchipped.
Yep.
I should have had the microchip sooner, but yes, I am. What kind of nutritionist are you seeing? An RDN, which stands for a registered dietitian nutritionist.
Wait, she's saying a nutritionist? Did I miss that?
I guess it must be. I don't know. It must be part of the
had the
semaglutide
microchip
thing?
sooner, but yes, I am. What kind of nutritionist are you seeing?
Yeah, I guess it must be part of the clinic or the the semaglutide
must
thing.
be.
Huh.
RDN, which stands for a registered dietitian nutritionist. Why won't you confirm or deny anything Alexis said about you and Feline? Because I told Feline that I was not going to talk
timing.
about her. Yes, I'll say things in passing like this, but I am not going to sit here talk about our relationship.
Well,
probably because she can't refute any of it. By the way,
I'm guessing this is going to age poorly because she's going to have to talk about Alexis now.
Yep.
Talk about her as a person. I'm not going to say anything, even if that makes me look horrifically bad. Why do you think people glorify and accept reality TV stars or other YouTubers for doing the same exact things that you do, but yet you get
bait.
Who are these people asking the questions? It's either the most insane babies or it's bait.
No, the way I see it, it's like the people in DSP's chat that ask what Cat made for dinner, you know, like they're just LARPing or, oh, well, what do you think your haters are doing right now? You know, like just stupid. Yeah, LARPers, trolls beating her.
For the exact same things. I feel like I have talked about this in every language known to mankind.
That or actual mouth droolers.
She has not, honestly. She has not spoken about this in Armenian. So another lie AMBERLYNN has said.
Boom.
This is stupid. I don't even, because we talked about this a lot last video with the whole what are their names? The two ladies that apparently
Nikki and Gabby.
Nikki and Gabby. We talked a lot about it last time. No, Amber, you're not hated because you're fat. I guarantee you it's gonna end up with her being fat. She's gonna say that right now. Yeah, I don't know what else there is to say.
At this point, I don't even know how she, after this many years, after this many things, how she can still keep using the fat thing as like a crutch.
Yeah, and they're talking about celebrities. Guaranteed, look up any of the celebrities' names and then Reddit or like Snark. Then you're going to find entire hater groups that are massive compared to Amber's hater group about people just talking shit about them. Yeah, I have bad news. The celebrities are bad people. A lot of people hate them as well. It's not just you. You're not unique.
It's because it's fun to hate the fat girl.
There it is.
I swear I have not watched this. Literally,
so predictable.
Literally 2 seconds.
So predictable.
Literally 2 seconds before. I unpause it and she immediately says it.
Not only that, but it's fun to hate AMBERLYNN. It's fun to call her a liar.
That's true. Yeah, that is true.
It's fun to create rumors around her.
Yes.
It's fun to nitpick.
Well, no, it's not easy to create rumors around you. It's easy to say what's going on.
Yeah.
There has been a whole community of people.
Absolutely, it is easy to hate AMBERLYNN. You know why? Because every single video, so we're 9 minutes into the video, and we've talked for about 30 minutes. Because almost every single thing she says, you can elaborate on it and be like, wow, look how fucking dumb she is. Yeah. Look how much of a liar she is.
Yep. That have created this safe environment for them. Safe for them, not for me. But there's a whole community that feels safe for them because they're leaving their own worlds where they're stressed out or they're depressed or they're going through this or that. And
they're living in their mom's basement playing World of Warcraft.
This is the cope she loves is that if you're hating me because you're miserable in your own life. I'm fine. I'm having fun. I don't hate Amber because I'm miserable. I hate Amber because she sucks, and it's really funny to hate her.
Fat chick. Everyone else in the world can be normal humans and make all the mistakes.
Everyone else.
Be a normal
human.
There
are no other people in the world that get hate. Yes. She's the only person in the world that gets hate. Very cool.
That's okay. Yes, there will be judgment. But like me, I will make the same mistakes and people will attack me for a decade about something.
Because I'm Darkside Phil. This is exactly what he says to all the time. And he always ends it the same way. Because I'm Darkside Phil.
Yeah. Because is she about to say AMBERLYNN REID?
These people are all the same person.
Let's see.
A decade ago. It's never going to change.
But she is also doing the same thing as Phil. that she is saying it's because people are just hanging on from stuff from a decade ago. No, people are hanging on from stuff from last week and the week before. It's a culmination, culmination of
culmination.
Cumulation. Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know. But it's a combination of everything that has been going on for the last decade. It's not just what happened 1 decade ago. It's that it just builds on top of that. Because if it was seriously just something that happened a decade ago, people would have gotten bored of it. And there would be no new haters coming in. Every hater would be one from a decade ago.
There are lolcows all the time that fall out of relevance because they just stop. They learn their lesson. Some, believe it or not, some of them manage to learn their lesson. That, or there's some factor in their life that takes them away from the internet. And, you know, there will always be a few people that hang on, but you won't be so relevant and there won't be so much going on.
Absolutely.
Because you're not actively doing anything anymore. Believe it or not, AMBERLYNN, it would get boring after a while if you weren't doing anything new.
A lot of people just stopped watching AMBERLYNN during the Jade era. Because she was
really boring.
She was really boring. You only had the real psychopaths like me and you staying on watching every single video. But even we would have given up at some point.
If she had stayed with Jade forever and ever and they had been boring as shit like they were, what the fuck would be the point of watching?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And then now there's a hater renaissance going on. Because of this whole Emily thing, because you're dating a feeder, you're lying about a bunch of stuff, you're being shitty to your friends, so they're coming out and talking about you, and just day after day, video after video, you're lying or saying something stupid. So yeah, that's why people still hate you. It's not because of something a decade ago, because like I said, no new people would be coming in.
I have to literally embrace it and accept it. What is something that you think isn't fair that the haters or reaction channels have done?
It's all about fucking haters.
About just now. They've created a whole community that thrives on talking badly about me. It's simply more.
You never wonder why there's a whole community of people that hate you? You know how many fat people there are on the internet? Isn't like 60% of America fat? So I'm guessing just by those numbers, 60% of the internet is fat. Whatever the number is.
You know how many people I watch that have YouTube channels about other things? Believe it or not, AMBERLYNN, I'm not just like a fucking fat phobic person who's foaming at the mouth to be fat phobic to any fat person. There are so many people I follow on the internet who are fat as fuck that have channels about random shit, cooking, home stuff.
And no one cares.
Computers, video games, pets, everything, all kinds of things. And guess what? Nobody fucking comments about their weight because they're not stupid as fuck like you. I was going to say different word. Because they're not fucking stupid like you. They just stay in their own lane. They're not dumb. They're not annoying. They don't appear to be bad people. They just make content about the thing they make content about. And everyone goes, wow, cool video about the thing you make videos about.
No one cares.
They're not, they like to, I don't know. It's just, I guess it's just her cope.
Yeah.
Right? Is that, well, I can't possibly be doing anything wrong enough to warrant this hate. Because if I was, because imagine a type of person you would have to be to deserve this much hate. You would have to be a really bad person.
Fucked up.
Well, guess what, bitch? AMBERLYNN is a really bad fucking person, and she can't handle that.
Yeah.
So it's because I'm fat. It's because I'm fat. Everyone hates me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Than the typical, like, oh, every YouTuber gets hate. It's way more than that. Have you had any BPD episodes in your current relationship with Tony? Yes.
I have. Oh, I would love.
Tell us about them. Elaborate.
Yeah, come on. Let us know. Maybe, you know what? Maybe your best friend will let us know now, though.
Yeah.
I sure hope so.
Food into the bedroom sexually? I don't.
I bet Emily was
one time
Jack
like in a past relationship. I might have licked whipped cream off of somebody. Are you having any?
You know what?
God.
You want to know my take?
Jade. Wasn't it Jade? Didn't she allude to that during?
I think so. Yes, I do think so.
Whipped cream, haha, for later. Yeah, rope and whipped cream.
By
the way,
I will come out and say I believe Amber because I bet Emily is more of the crushing type. She probably doesn't need Amber to eat. She just wants to be crushed by her.
Her profile said, actually, bear with me. We can pull it up. I think you're right that she's not into, maybe she doesn't have to bring food into the bedroom because I found her, I think it's called Curvage, which is a fat admirer fetish website. Okay. And her profile says she's into measuring / weighing, smashing / sitting on someone, tight clothes, popping buttons, fingernails and lipstick, roleplay and teasing. She is also into force feeding, but sounds like there's a lot of other stuff she's into too. So maybe we haven't gotten to the stage of needing to bring food in the bedroom yet.
Well, do you think that Amber truly believes she's not a feeder?
Sure. So maybe she thinks as long as we're not eating in the bedroom and then immediately having sex.
Yep.
Or, eating is part of having sex, then she's probably not a feeder.
Yep.
Not thinking about, how come she asks me to sit on her so much?
Yep, exactly.
How come she's always weighing and measuring me? How come she likes when I wear tight clothing so much?
Yep.
Oh, well, just her preference.
I think that could be it, that Emily isn't pushing the food stuff on Amber in like a overt way, right? Because she doesn't want Amber to know that, because I could totally buy that Amber is completely brought into the narrative that Emily's feeding her, or no pun intended. I believe Amber has brought into the narrative that Emily's feeding her. So yeah, I could see that being true, that no, they don't do food in the bedroom because Emily, she's getting off in a different way.
Negative thoughts towards starting semaglutide again? I am, because I don't like medicine. You guys know that. Like, I'm scared to take a simple ibuprofen sometimes.
Oh my God.
My negative thoughts are very, what if something bad happens to my pancreas? Or what if I do get thyroid cancer? Or what if I get really, really
always
bad
thinking about my pancreas, so that's relatable.
Constantly thinking about my pancreas.
What if something bad happens to my pancreas?
It kills me. Like, I literally think the worst. I really do think that semaglutide is a great tool for me. So I shoved down those negative thoughts. And that's the very reason why that this is now the third time I've done it. And it's like, each time makes sense of why I stopped it. I never stopped it because I didn't enjoy it. Like, I genuinely loved being on semaglutide.
What about the first time?
Why did she quit the first time?
I don't know. Because she didn't want to do it anymore? She was scared of losing weight or something?
Oh, was it the sludge?
Yeah, was that the pancreas sludge or something? The
gallbladder sludge. Yeah. And then second time she quit because it wasn't working, supposedly. To color me not... I don't have high expectations for this third time.
No.
Because she's already quitted twice for both extremely, extremely stupid reasons. One, she didn't want to lose weight anymore because she was losing weight too fast. And the other, because it wasn't working anymore. Which also, coincidentally, she started smoking Delta 8, which apparently gives her the munchies. But there's no correlation to that. Even though she just said in the last video there is a correlation, but whatever.
It's like, the food noise was gone. I didn't really feel that hungry. Like, that feeling is so nice. Like, I genuinely love it. I'm not gonna lie. And it's because, like, every day of my life, since I was just a little girl, I've always turned to food. Like, that's just what I did. I always think about it, whether it's because I'm happy, so let's celebrate and eat, or I'm depressed, so let's eat because I'm sad. Like, just, it's annoying. So it's nice not to feel that way, because it's like, it's a new feeling. What was your first kiss like with Tommy, and who kissed who first? So the first time I ever met Tommy in person, she rented a Jeep, which is my favorite car. So she surprised me, and I was waiting
G-Wagon?
outside.
Yeah, Jeep G-Wagon.
Of my apartment for her. She rolled up in the Jeep. She got out of the Jeep, and there's tons of cars and people. Like, I live in a very populated place. So I was expecting, for us to just hug, but oh boy, did I want to kiss.
Oh, the way your eyes roll
so
back.
I was expecting, you know, for us to just hug, but oh.
Ew, stop! I hate this.
Oh boy, did I want to kiss. But I am that girly pop. I don't really make the first move. I'm kind of like a shy little thing.
Oh, she's just really so shy and dainty and little.
First move, so I was not expecting it. She hugged
Men
me.
wonder what it's like to be with a girl as small as her. Who said that? It's from like a Genius interview.
Princess
Nokia. When she's like the most, isn't she like 5'6"? Literally the most average girl you could ever see.
Yeah, she's like 5'5" or 5'6", and she's like, men wonder what it's like to be with someone as small as me. They fantasize about it.
Girl, on average, men have been with somebody as small as you, so.
And then just like instantly kissed me. And it was like fireworks.
Wait a second. Sorry to make this about Princess Nokia, but 5'6", that's actually tall for a woman, isn't it? Not tall, but that's like a little. Like women's like 5'5", so it's just like an inch or two above average. Yeah. So okay, whatever.
It was magic. It was fire.
So
and
stupid.
Hot and, like,
I love it.
I loved it.
Sorry,
it
talked over her orgasming.
And then just like instantly kissed me, and it was like fireworks. It was magic. It was fire and hot and like, I loved it. It was perfect. Did you have
that's
sex
disgusting.
with Tommy the first day?
They passionately made out in her apartment parking lot. That's disgusting. Those are shenanigans. That's gross.
Could you imagine just like, I don't know, going outside your apartment?
I hear all kinds of random bullshit from my apartment window. People do loiter in a parking lot more than you think, and I don't live in a very big or busy apartment building, but the parking lot always seems to have some bullshit going on.
Just imagine.
And I can't imagine looking out and seeing like the biggest woman I've ever seen making out with Mr. Burns in the parking lot.
It was perfect. Did you have sex with Tommy the first day that you met her in person?
Of course they did.
Yes,
they probably banged immediately.
Yes, I did. Do you want
She is so proud of herself.
Tommy the first day that you met her in person? Yes.
Look at that.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Look at that. She's so happy.
Okay. Do you want to marry Tommy? Oh, I'm marrying Tommy. Do you truly believe Zachary Michael needs you to maintain the amount?
Oh, here we go. Another
LARPer.
Yeah, another LARPer. Now she's gonna call it out another reaction channel.
Money he currently is making on YouTube. I love the way that this question, the amount of money he currently is making on YouTube. I love.
Oh my God! Look at that.
Love the way that this question is worded, because I don't think Zach needs me in the sense of like to keep his YouTube channel or to keep some views afloat.
You have said that like, directly in the past.
Yeah, she has actually said that. So
she has straight up said that without him, without her, he will not have a channel.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So now that's being walked back because she has realized he actually can make content without her and do just fine.
Yep.
Like he could post anything and get some views. I do stand by that. But with the
what do you mean you do stand by that?
This is the first time you're ever standing by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time you're ever saying this.
Can't stand by something. It's the first time you said it.
Amount of money that he is currently making, he needs me. He needs my videos. Yes. Without a doubt, 100%.
You say that like you know how much money he's making.
Yeah, right.
It's a really weird coincidence to me that like when I take...
He has a fucking master's degree. He doesn't need you.
Yeah.
He does not need you.
He'll be completely fine without AMBERLYNN, REID, his boss.
Off, and I've done it a few times recently. Let's hope that doesn't happen anytime soon. But it's just really weird to me that when I...
He had enough of a career outside of YouTube to buy a house. He doesn't need you.
Yeah. He will be fine.
All of a sudden, Zachary Michael is going through mental health problems and he can't post and he doesn't know what to post and he doesn't feel motivated. Oh, but the minute AMBERLYNN...
Did his boyfriend break up with him?
Him and his partner of like a decade broke up.
No, the reason he was sad was because...
little bitch.
The reason he was sad was because Amber wasn't posting, so he couldn't... I don't... completely understand actually the point of this.
Trying to say.
Yeah.
Zachary Michael is going through mental health problems.
So she stopped posting. So now Zachary's not posting because he's going through mental health problems. But Okay, I don't know. Let's not make sense of that.
He can't post, and he doesn't know what to post, and he doesn't feel motivated. Oh, but the minute AMBERLYNN REID posts, there's his reaction. It's just, it doesn't make sense.
I don't know if I actually am not, I actually don't know if I understand what she's trying to say.
I think she's saying that he was faking his that he was saying his mental problems, but then when Amber posts, all of a sudden he forgets about them, and then he posts.
What I thought she was trying to say was, I thought she was doing like a, how come it's okay when someone else does it but not me? But then she said something about him posting. Like, I thought where she was going with that was like, do you remember a few videos ago when she said, oh, how come when Alex Shook disappears for a few days, you all ask him if he's okay, but if I disappear for a few days, no one asks?
Yep.
To which the answer is very obvious. I thought she was doing that here too. Well, how come it's okay if Zach needs a mental health break but not me? But then she said something about him posting, so now I don't know what she's saying. I don't get it.
No, I do think that she's saying
that's what I thought she was saying.
I think she's saying that Zach is pretending like he has a mental health issue, but then he doesn't.
I think I figured it out.
He doesn't have the energy to post, but as soon as Amber does, all of a sudden he's able to post.
I think from what you said, I think I put it together. I think she's saying, oh, it's convenient that Zach can't talk about anything because he's too depressed, but he can talk about me still.
Yes, yeah.
Like, he can't make a video about anything else, but he can make a video about me.
Yes.
Which, like, okay. I mean, it's the top performing content on his channel, so it makes sense that that's what he's going to prioritize, right?
Yeah, he's going to become
I don't know if
one income household. He's going to need some money.
I don't know if this is the gotcha that she thinks it is.
Yep, not at all.
Needs me. Do you strike reaction channels? I striked a couple reaction channels years ago. And I'm telling you, do not let any reaction channel lie to you, because I stopped watching a certain reaction channel. I'm not even going to say their name because they don't even deserve for me to say it. But there's a certain reaction channel out there that is making their audience believe that I am striking their channel. And I'm going to tell you guys something. I'm going to give you a little tea. When your channel is striked, you know exactly who did it.
Okay, well, two things. One,
you've had your channel strike before.
Right, well, I was going to, that was the second thing I was going to say. The first thing is that, I have not seen any channel talking about this, and I feel like I watch a good majority of the big Amber channels. Like, I watch the Ankle Salty Crab, Zachary Michael, Snowflake, and JORDY. So is she upset, and Alex, is she obsessively watching those channels with like 200 views again?
Maybe.
Because
I told you about that one person I watched who had like one to two concurrent viewers the whole time.
Yep.
A fake AMBERLYNN REID channel went in there, and she was wholeheartedly, and I mean, I'm not going to burst her bubble, but she was wholeheartedly convinced it was the real Amber. But the thing about AMBERLYNN is that she actually has done that before.
Yep, she actually has. We watched that one lady because unfortunately a lot of people fall for fake Ambers. They don't know how to spot it. So we had watched this one lady talking about, Amber was talking about me in a video when she said this. And I remember us seeing that. We were like, oh my God, okay,
her video said like 60 to 70 views.
Yeah,
so
we were like, okay, girl, whatever. But Amber actually was watching her videos. Yeah,
she actually was talking about her. It's insane.
It's possible. The other thing is that YouTube's DMCA thing sucks.
It's dog shit. It's awful.
You can literally pretend to be anyone. So my channel got struck down. Blooper World Order got struck down by somebody pretending to be Phil Burnell. And there's really nothing you can do. They literally just pretend that they're.
They just plug in his information in the field.
Yeah, so somebody, so somebody could be pretending to be AMBERLYNN REID, and you would have no idea, especially with the Amber crowd, which doesn't really have to deal with that kind of stuff that often. They don't have to deal with those kind of gay ops. So
and conversely, she can be striking things, and what she's trying to say is if I was striking you, you would know because it would say like AMBERLYNN REID and have my info.
Yeah,
but the fact of the matter is, anyone could be doing it, but also she could be doing it using different details,
That's
right?
true,
Like,
yeah.
it goes both ways, so it's not really a good proof.
Yeah, so
to say that.
I would yeah. I mean, I don't know. She's probably not doing it, but she's not. This isn't really the gotcha. Yeah, this isn't the really gotcha. She thinks she's like, actually, you know who does it. Well, no, you don't, because YouTube fucking sucks, and you can have one random psycho striking an entire community's videos, and no one can do anything about it. The only reason my channel got saved is because just randomly, like a couple of days before YouTube was set to permanently delete it, it's like everyone's strikes got reversed, and I was like, oh, we found that these are fraudulent. But if I'd gone on for another week, the channel would have been gone.
Probably enough people countered it or something.
Yeah.
Because it tells you who did it. So I think people need to start looking around a little bit and stop calling AMBERLYNN REID the liar, and look at their favorite reaction channels. They will do anything to make you dislike me because it validates their content and it keeps you coming back. Wow, you guys.
Many such cases, by the way. Twitter is the same.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yep. So, yeah, that's not really the own that she thought, but okay. Okay, girl.
Questions. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I personally am exhausted. Now I have so much to edit, but it's going to be fun.
You're exhausted from answering questions? Girl, I do not think so.
She answered 100 questions. On your average workday, do you think you answer more than 100 questions? Probably, right?
Probably.
And this was all.
And they're from people about as intelligent as this woman, so.
And then, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, so an hour. So she did about an hour of work that one day, and she is exhausted now. Great.
I don't mind editing. Anyways, I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Okay. I still want my recommendations to show up because I watch a lot of stuff ironically. I don't want anyone seeing I'm watching Gen Z and the Talk to a podcast. So, okay, that's the end for this. So the next video will finally not be a Q&A. And it will, maybe if we're lucky, it will include Alexis. But I mean, we could watch the Alexis video another day. If Amber doesn't post anything in 2 days, let's just watch the Alexis video.
That sounds fun.
All right, cool. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in a couple of days. All right, goodbye.
Bye.